I would love a bigger TV.
Yeah.
I would love it.
Why are we- This is the Michael
This is
Scott
I was
TV.
literally going to say that. Hello and welcome back to the U Up Podcast. I'm Jordana Abraham.
And I am Jared Freed. It is so good to be back here with you, Jordana. How are you? How you doing? What's the haps?
I am good. I'm, ready to go.
You ready to pop? This
Almost.
turkey ready to go?
Almost.
We cooked it up?
I'm hoping I got a few more weeks.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I will say it's been depressing recording with you because I feel like you keep getting like thinner and tanner.
Whoa.
And I'm like
the compliment train has
I'm here
arrived.
getting like bigger and paler as the winter progresses.
Two different directions.
Yes. So it's been, it's been tough. I've been envious. You just glide in from Florida.
That's right.
Just looking.
This is all men. We get older, we age like fine wine. You guys become haggard messes.
It's over.
Vehicles for the next generation.
It's over for
Boy,
me.
if that doesn't get me canceled
Canceled.
by the audience,
Yes.
I don't know what will.
There's your soundbite. Yeah.
Jared refers to women as haggard vehicles.
Yes.
So listen. Okay, wait. I have questions for you
Let's
because
hear
on
it.
the subject of having a kid.
Okay.
The Ashley Tisdale story,
Oh,
to
yeah.
me, I'm like very curious at it. Haven't asked you yet. I wanted to ask on the air. I do think there's a dating angle for this. So the reason I'm bringing this up.
Okay. What's the dating angle?
I want to first, so Ashley Tisdale,
Right.
You probably know about this story. I saw a headline and my initial reaction was, this is catnip for millennial women. Like this story will be like all women talk about, maybe for all of 2026 of a certain age.
Yes.
Because it's in the age group. It's nostalgia. The players, we all know them. You kind of know the side players. Like some of the women that are in the group or the accused group, we don't even know who's in the group for
Right.
sure, are like kind of like in that rich mom group. Like
Yeah.
they're in that, like, people you'd watch on the internet. Why do you follow that woman? Oh, I like her style, like no other reason. Women with 50,000 followers for no other reason than they were a founder of some business that maybe their parents started. Like, so this group kind of hits on like such a generation. And then it's also having to do with being a mom, being high school, bullying. This is all in the female, this isn't my world.
Okay.
So when I see this, I was like, and I saw the headline, I was like, this is like Betch's moment.
Oh my
like you guys
God,
should have
yeah.
like a reporter.
Sammy and I just did like a 45-minute breakdown on it. Yeah.
So I want to hear your opinion as I
Right,
go on and
yeah.
on. I do want to hear your opinion. But I'm saying, like, I think Betches should have a reporter sitting outside of Ashley Tisdale's house, like reporting on when she comes in and out, like it's
Just
OJ
like,
case.
Right, like a paparazzi.
Yeah, I really think that like Betches News should be like, "Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. We are reporting live from Hillary Duff's mansion here in Hollywood Hills." So
I mean,
what
I've
is
been
your
saying
opinion,
this.
please? What side have you taken, if any?
It has been feeding me since the story came out. Which as of our recording, probably about a week ago. I don't know if it's a slow news week, but I've been like obsessed with. I read the whole article. Did you read the article?
No.
Okay.
No. I'm not reading
Have you read
Ashley Tisdale's op-ed on her bullying group like that. To me,
Well, I read it so you could make fun of it.
I'm
Yeah,
happy
right,
you read
yeah.
it because I don't read. I just write.
Right.
I just
Yeah, you
author
just
books.
write, yeah.
Coming June, pre-order now. Okay.
Yes, from a very skilled reader-ish. You read Instagram captions.
I am
Is that
great
the
at reading
extent-
an Instagram caption.
You'll read an article every now and then.
I read an article. I'll read a tweet. I'll read a thread.
I read a tweet.
Yeah, I read half a thread.
I have you have a 200 character limit on anything you're reading.
I told you the baby does my reading for me. My friend the baby.
Right.
When he bought an engagement ring, I said, and he bought a book about
right.
it.
And then you said you wanted the Spark Notes, basically.
I basically said, I Venmo'd him half the cost of the book. And I said, when I get engaged, just explain it to me.
Okay.
So that's kind of how
it's been a bit, right?
I'm more of an R-rater. I'm more of a screamer. But please,
Right.
I want to hear your opinion. So you're caught up. You know
of
what's
course,
going on.
I'm in all the drama. At first I didn't know that it was about this group. She doesn't identify the group. She says it was a group of moms that are very successful and have their own businesses and very she admired from
What
that
I just say.
way. Right.
Businesses you kind of heard of once that suddenly made billions by the way they live.
I mean, actually, a lot of them are pretty successful. They're like Hollywood people. I mean, Mandy Moore has a very full career. I would say.
No, Mandy Moore is
I wouldn't say Mandy Moore is like fake successful.
No.
She's like pretty.
I think the side characters, I would just like to see the names of the investors.
I'm telling you,
in their
even
company.
the side characters. Like I interviewed one of the people in the friend group. I recognized her. I was like, oh my God, I know this group. I've seen them online. It was just Gabi Dalkin, who's like she has like over 1 million followers.
Okay.
She's like a former celebrity chef. Now she has like cookbooks and cooking products and a line in Crate and
She's
Barrel.
exactly who would be in this mom group. That's why it's aspirational.
Yes.
Like that's probably why they are looked to as the mom group in the area too.
Yes.
Like the world.
The premier mom group.
Well,
yes.
the world used
of
to
millennial
be,
women.
Right.
Yes.
Well, millennial women, but the world used to be smaller. It used to be your suburban town. The rich people lived there. The poor people lived there. The middle class lived there. You kind of knew how it all stacked up. Now the world gets larger because of the internet, and they become like our rich side of town. You know, this mom group is all of our mom group.
Yes.
You know, like when you follow them
mom
on
group.
now they are the mom group.
Yes.
So like if I were them, this is the new business. But like, go ahead. So she writes this article about a mom group that she was a part of.
A mom group. I didn't really think about the fact that of who they were. But then
You are one of the not crazies because
well, I read it pretty early. I was like, oh, interesting that I was like, it's kind of interesting that a mom group, again, I didn't think that they were other famous women, would like reject Ashley Tisdale from their group because I'm like, she's like pretty famous. And if these people are just like regular business ladies, like
Right.
if Ashley Tisdale was like, oh, can I come to your next group dinner? I'd be like, yeah, like you're famous.
Maybe the first group dinner.
Right. Maybe,
And then
maybe,
you find out what a real person, what Ashley Tisdale is like to dine with.
Right.
And
Well,
you go,
well, that was my take on it. My take was like, I don't think it's bullying to meet a group of people. I guess it's not when it's not mutual, that's the issue. But sometimes you just don't vibe with a crew.
Right.
And then what are they supposed to just invite you for the rest of their lives?
right. And it's not like
Out of politeness?
Well, right. But it's not a sorority too. You haven't like paid dues to the group.
Right.
So you don't have to be included. Like, but in the day of social media, like it based on what I saw, it looked like they took a trip together.
Yes.
And she was not included in the trip. They're in matching robes. Like this was a planned trip.
They hang out a lot. Again,
Yeah.
I follow Gabi Dalkin, and she's like posts them they're always hanging out. Like this whole crew, they go on vacation together.
Right.
They do lunches. They're very supportive of their
But that's
business endeavors.
But this is the thing. It's like this whole like, to me, I roll the women helping women, you know, like to me, everyone's out for themselves.
Okay.
Whatever you are, however
Unless
you
you're in a
identify.
different industry.
Well, I guess I just don't buy it. Like I think if like I don't vibe
You don't
with
think they're really friends?
I think this group is.
Yeah, that's
but
what
I
I'm
think
saying.
when they tried to bring in Tisdale,
Oh yeah, I think they
go-
just didn't like her.
yeah, they go fuck this bitch.
Yeah.
And now it's all, now
Well-
women helping women is put aside for fuck this bitch.
Well, what did you think of Hillary Duff's husband?
I can't believe he
posting-
got involved. I can't.
That was
is-
like so fun. That was the best. I mean, for me, it was like, okay, she's denying it's about them. It's obviously about them.
Right.
But then he puts that out. That's
It's
basically
about that. We have
confirming,
accepted it.
obviously. Yeah.
So basically, the article was, I'm being left out of this group, and here's how it feels to be. She uses the buzzwords "mean girls," which is
Right.
like
High
such a
school, mean
high
girl.
school.
Yeah.
So now it's left to the devices of any mom group to go, I identify with Ashley Tisdale. Because now you're left to your own. Like,
I identify with the group that doesn't want to hang out with the annoying person.
Sounds like you're cool. like losers,
Right.
nerds,
Yeah.
the oppressed, the people who are bullied. I think everyone feels they have been othered at some point.
Sure, at some point.
At some
for
point.
Sure,
So
yes.
everyone, when she uses these words, you go, I have a mean girl. So breaking up with my toxic mom group, I thought I found my village. Instead, I was back in high school.
Right.
Like, that is the most buzzword title. Like, Ashley Tisdale took it upon herself to write, hey, victims out there,
I'm one of you.
join me
Yes.
in my crusade against this vague group of people that you've seen me in pictures with. Like,
Right.
everyone knew who she was going after.
And here's the thing, like, she's the kind of person who would write an op-ed about this thing. That's probably another reason she's not fully in the crew.
Well, this brings me to dating. Because I was thinking, like, listen, this is like the ultimate fear of every guy dating someone who puts things on the internet.
Right. And
You
I
know,
said this with
because-
Sammy too. Like, how is she going to make any new friends?
Right. I'm not, she's going to make friends with a bunch of people she probably doesn't even want to be friends with because they're a bunch of victim losers. You know, like if you identify with her, you're probably a sad sack who's been ousted from their own group. She's basically putting together a super group of villains to get together. Like anyone who's been kind of ousted from a group. And again, you might have been ousted for bad reasons and they're the villains. I don't know.
Right.
But I think anyone can identify with, I don't feel like I'm being included. Mm-hmm. And that is fine. I felt that way. You felt that way. But when you bring it to like the internet, which is the internet lives in victims are, punch up, punch down.
Right.
So the winner of every argument is the people that show, that have the wearables of the victim version.
Yes.
That's whose side we take right away, and then we see. Mm-hmm. So when it comes to dating, and you see like these debatable situations, these red flag deal breaker situations, and you run to TikTok and you go, story time, I went on the worst date of my life last night, and it's this vague person that if anyone knows you and knows the people at play, they go, I can find the guy and I can out him right away and put him on whatever. I'm not dating that person. And the difference between what it used to be, I would eye roll this idea of like, well, a woman could say anything about a guy and he'd get in trouble. I would eye roll that. I think that's a bad actor argument. It changes for me because there's a very direct line to making money now. Like TikTok will pay you based on views. It will get you, there is
rage bait.
Rage bait has incentive. Mm-hmm. So I think for dating, like this story, I saw this and I go, this is the exact example of what men kind of fear and why maybe they're not saying as much. Maybe the guy's not going to make a very direct, I'm not dating anyone else, I'm dating someone else. Maybe they're going to be a little more vague because they don't want receipts. They don't want, hey, the guy that left, ghosted me.
Right.
So and again, anyone can take what I'm saying and turn me into the villain here too.
Right.
They could say, well, I have an example that is so horrific. I'm not talking about the horrific examples that are black and white. Because this story to me is the most vague, right.
I read the article. Basically, and also the other part of the article that was like kind of weird was it didn't sound like anyone did anything that mean to her. They were hanging out.
That happens later.
They were hanging out. And she's not invited to things.
Right.
No one ever says anything mean. No one ever is making a rude comment. They're just like not asking her to hang out when they used to ask her to hang out. I think another part of this is they all met in COVID. Mm-hmm. So they all had kids in COVID, and that's kind of how they became. So they're not like lifelong pals.
I get it.
It's kind of like, and that was long ago, but it wasn't that long ago where it's like, I'm getting to know you. So yeah, in the beginning, I'll invite you to see if you're chill. Right. Well, and then I find out you're not.
The looser the reason for the friendship, the looser the friendship. Like, hey, we're all moms. Like anyone can do that.
Right.
And
we're all very rich moms. We're all rich and we're moms.
Right. So that was the admission letter.
Yes.
And then it goes, okay, now let's see who's cool.
Yeah.
To me, I'm team moms too.
So you feel like you relate to the moms because like you're the moms who are like, yeah, I'll go on a date with you to see if I get to know you. But if we don't click, I don't want you to try to ruin my life.
Right. And I'm also not going to dump someone I'm just kind of like seeing. Like, like we're just going to like quietly back away from this awkward situation. I'm not going to look at someone and say, again, to relate it to dating, like they said they were looking for something.
Right.
These moms said they were looking for friends. Yeah. And then
here's a friend right here.
Right. I got all my friends.
Right.
This is one Uber car.
Yeah.
We couldn't take another person. The Uber XL doesn't fit one more. And it's like, again, most people in dating don't look at someone they're dating and go, hey, you're really nice, but I don't want to marry you.
Right.
But that's the reason people end things.
Yeah.
Hey, you're really nice, but I don't see you improving my life for the long run. That's like the cold CEO statement of how you're getting fired.
And does anyone even want that?
Thing.
Right. Does anyone even want that?
No, so like, Ashley Tisdale doesn't want, hey, we have a really good group here and you seem to bring a bad vibe.
Right. We're not meshing.
Right. It's over.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's
your
like,
kids can hang out with our kids, but please drop them off with the driver.
If you're the friend group, what are you supposed to do? If you don't want to hang out with Ashley Tisdale anymore?
You pray to God she doesn't write an op-ed and make you a victim.
You kind of hope it's mutual. You hope you're like, oh, she doesn't feel it. Clearly it's not. She like wanted to keep hanging out. And that's the sad part for Ashley Tisdale. It's
that's
like,
what makes people relate to her.
She felt a connection the other people didn't. Maybe she's not as self-aware. But like, I mean, I would hope, not everyone has this, but I would hope in a lot of people, it's like you kind of realize you're not The vibe isn't
well,
there.
this is the problem with social
It's
media.
like with
This is where social media comes into play.
Mhm.
And to relate it to dating, the guy runs off. He said he didn't want a relationship. Now there's his new girlfriend.
Right.
And he's with his new girlfriend. And what does she have that I don't? And I'm sure Ashley Tisdale, as much as she's famous and beautiful and rich and doing okay, she looks at this group and goes like, what do they have that I don't? How did I?
Right.
Right. I got to be in the B group.
Yeah.
You know, like, and it's like, and again, like this is social media. This is why this podcast kind of like, I hope it helps people to know that all this isn't personal and like, you know, like it's all, even though it feels it, you know, like it's
right.
I don't know. I think the story's so salacious. I think she is like, to go and write an op-ed.
Well, that's the salacious
insane.
part. The story to me is not salacious at all. It happens all the time.
That's why it's so salacious.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
Stars, they're just like us.
Right.
Right. It's salacious because like most people, when you kick a friend out of a group, they're not, publicizing it in the New Yorker.
Right. Well, and again, from the male straight dude perspective, like the fact that the husband got involved, the husband puts out this.
What did you think? Would you ever do that?
Never.
Never?
I am the puppet master. I am the person behind the scenes whispering in my wife's ear going, yeah, you should put out some like.
You're trying to get her to do it.
Yeah, I would have her do shit. Not me.
No.
I'm out. And there's no way.
I think
I would be encouraging.
I think it was the opposite in this
cunt.
way. I think she was like, you should do that to be funny. You should do it.
Oh, you think the
yeah, because she
wife,
can't be. She can't
right,
be.
she
Hillary
can't
Duff.
do it. Here's what was it? What did he?
There he
is.
The caption
so he poses exactly like her, and then he says, "Yeah, you're right," because Hillary Duff can't get involved.
Oh my God, she would be like.
It says, "When you're the most self-obsessed, tone-deaf person on earth, other moms tend to shift focus to their actual toddlers."
Yeah.
So he's now going into. He's reverse victimizing. He's basically going, we have families we have to take care of. We can't really worry about self-absorbed high school stuff. You know, like, what a great play by him.
Yeah.
It says a mom group tell all through a father's eyes.
A mom group tell all through a father's eyes. Wonderful. Yeah, she wrote that.
Of course.
Yeah, that's not him. That's
right,
not
because
him.
she
He's
could
not-
never post that without it being. I mean, it was still obviously publicized and a huge thing that he did it, but like if
No,
she did
she's
it,
the
it would be a
puppet
war.
master. Yeah, absolutely. And then we know all the players.
I would give so much money to see that group chat, like the actual friend group
Hey,
chat.
let's consider this an invitation to anyone who is in that group chat.
Anyone.
We would love to have you on the show to tell your side. Let us know what you feel. This is an open invitation. We have open invitations out there. Listen, this is a huge media company. This is where you go for this.
Yeah.
Like,
This
if
could be
anything, Betches is.
the gift that keeps on giving.
I love this.
I love this story. It's going to
Um,
hold me over for
Oh yeah, this will get you through
months.
the pregnancy.
Yes,
You're good to go
for
you know?
sure.
Right?
Yes.
yeah. You're gonna meet these moms. Who's the Tisdale?
Yeah,
Like
kind of.
right.
That's a great. I love that.
So
Yeah.
Otherwise, I feel good. I'm just enjoying my New York City time. I'm on the road. If you're listening right now, we've added a New York show. I would love for you to come to Let's just sell the New York show out. Let's get this
Just
done
do
with.
it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
It's 9:30. The 7 o'clock is sold out. Toronto, there's like 50 tickets left. This weekend is actually a big weekend where I'm hoping people will come to these shows because I'm telling you right now, I'm going to Beach Mountain, North Carolina, and I don't even know where the fuck that is. But I'm in Tampa tomorrow night. Tampa, I'm doing a big theater. I took a chance. I didn't do the club. I'm doing the theater, the Tampa Theater. I'm very excited to come to Tampa. It's been years. And Tampa, have you ever been to Tampa?
I've never been to Tampa.
Tampa is one of those towns, very young.
Why would you go to Tampa if you weren't like?
Fair.
No, I'm wondering like what is the
you could do
attraction?
a weekend there.
Just like a
St. Pete is like a very like vacation-y type place.
Okay.
So it's Tampa, St. Pete. And St. Pete people don't go to Tampa. Tampa doesn't go to St. But I think it's a good like weekend getaway.
Okay.
Tampa would be. And it's also like if you're young and you want to party.
It's like a big college.
It is
area,
a young
right? Yeah.
area. If you're like in your 20s and you're looking for like a party weekend.
Should I plan my first family vacation to Tampa?
No, I would. I think you should stay away from.
Is it
Stay far away
from Tampa? Okay, my Tampa days. I might have missed the boat then on Tampa.
Tampa's the only city where I made like a joke about cocaine and people were like, "Yeah!" It's like the only place where they didn't get awkward. And it's like, and this is like the most wonderful part about being a comedian for me. Like I always loved going to weird places. Like I love getting to know a town.
Other than Beach Mountain.
Other than Beach Mountain, North Carolina, which I'm sure I'll have an opinion on. But I love just like tasting a place and just like, and Tampa was one of those that I was like, I had no idea it had this like, it just feels like you're about to get punched in the face every time you walk out of the house. Like it is just a wild place.
My only association with Tampa is when I think it was where Magic Mike 1 or 2 was filmed.
Because it's one of the strip club capitals of the country. Yeah. That's like, there's like a strip club every five inches.
Yes, that's all I think of Magic Mike.
Yeah,
and like and college, like spring break or something.
Oh yeah, Tampa's that type of town. I'm in Atlanta. I'm doing the Buckhead Theater. Buckhead Theater is kind of like I used to. It's a beautiful theater.
Did we do that theater?
We did the Buckhead Theater.
Yeah.
That's one of those that like we sold okay-ish.
Yeah,
and it was like
actually we sold a good amount of tickets, but the theater was very big.
Yes, it's a big theater, and so yeah, we did okay. Atlanta, I love going to Atlanta. That town just like I don't know. It feels like the future to me. Like it's like
that's the only time I've ever been to Atlanta was for that show, and I think we were like in and out.
Yeah,
so I really haven't had much Atlanta
good
experience.
city. I don't know if I would visit.
Okay.
Charleston, South Carolina. That I would visit. I'm doing like a meet and
Charleston's
greet.
great. I love Charleston.
Charleston's the best.
And your friend's bar was amazing.
Uptown Social. I'm doing a party at Uptown Social
Yes.
during the day. So if you want to come hang out during the day, I'll be at Uptown Social all day Saturday before the show.
Keith's bar.
Keith's bar.
Yes.
Keith Benjamin.
Keith and I follow each other after I made a very uncomfortable joke about someone kidnapping his son at sleepaway camp. So now we're Instagram friends.
Jordana always goes in the darkest direction with every joke.
Now we're friends.
Now we're besties.
Yes.
Keith's the best. I was in both of his
so you
weddings.
keep tabs on me, probably.
Yeah. He's making sure that you're not gonna take his kid. So yeah, Keith. He owns By the Way with Craig Conover and Austin Kroll.
Okay.
The Southern Charm guys.
There's another bar.
There. Yeah. By the Way, which is like they basically like copied the Spaniard.
Okay.
So it's like, again, like Charleston's just a great town. But I'll be hanging out at Uptown before the show. If you want to come say hi, take a picture, just chit chat.
And I have to say, all ages. Mike and I went there, just the two of us, and I thought it would be like weird.
Mm-mm.
We had such a fun. The music was great. Vibe is great.
Charleston's not a 20-year-old vacation place.
Yeah.
It's a college town that ages up once you want a vacation there.
Yeah.
And you have access to the beach and the bars. Like it has everything. Golf.
Yeah, and you can walk
all
around. The city's very walkable.
Big Charleston fan. Then Beach Mountain, wherever the fuck that is. And then I'm in Boston. Second show added. That's halfway sold. And then Dallas, Houston, New York. Second show added. Toronto, Vancouver, Seattle. I think we're adding a second show in Seattle. Tempe. And then I'm adding Utah, Park City. Or not Park City. Salt Lake City.
Ooh.
And then I'm adding... More dates always to come.
Salt Lake City probably not as into the cocaine jokes.
No, yeah, that one.
Less.
You ever been? We've been there. Did you go to Park City?
I've been to Park City.
Yeah,
not with you.
Not
I
with
think.
us.
Yeah.
No, I went to Salt Lake. They have the cages over the alcohol. So like the minute it turns 1 a.m., they just like bring down these like big garage doors, and you're like, it just feels like something is like the police.
Very
showed up.
illicit.
Yeah.
Yes.
So no, but I've stayed in Park City. I've had some lonely nights in Park City.
It's cold there, but it's great.
Yeah.
Good ski town.
That's what's going on. Happy to be back. We got some great emails, uup@betches.com. What are we talking about today?
All right, I'll read our first email.
Please.
Hi, I'm a new listener from the North, Toronto, Canada.
That's as north as it gets. Yeah.
You two are awesome and my go-to show after work. Not sure if you've covered a similar topic, but I wanted to get your thoughts on a quirk in my current relationship. I'm 38 and I've been seeing a woman 36 for 3 months, and we met on Hinge. And I'm fascinated / concerned that she's completely off the grid online. No Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Don't laugh. I'm old enough to still be a user. She's not even on.
I'm with you, brother.
She's not even on LinkedIn, which is very odd given that she works in a professional field. When I met her during my dating research, I couldn't even find a headshot of her on Google Images. She is a ghost online. I'm a 90s kid, so being low-key online shouldn't be weird to me, but I find it odd in 2025. She was in a relationship with a famous Canadian actor. Completely true. She like he says that like we were.
Who could ever date someone on Degrassi? Whoa, what kind of Canadian royalty are you into? Yeah.
And it ended horribly after he became famous. This might be a reason for her private existence, but I've never broached the subject. I get, she dated him before he became famous.
Yeah, that's
not as
really
impressive.
bad, yeah.
I guess it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But I was thinking of asking her to get an Instagram account so we can start posting together. Is that a fair ask? Any thoughts on how to approach the discussion? Sincerely, On the Grid Guy.
Sometimes we get an email that's completely reasonable and then ends in a direction that I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. I would say the weirdest part of the email would be the idea of a man asking you to get on Instagram so that you can post together.
It's crazy.
Yes.
Is it unreasonable? Is that what he asked? Is that a fair ask? No.
That's weird.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we need an Instagram together.
I would actually say it would be like a little bit of an ick.
Yeah, I mean, I can't even fathom a man saying to a woman, let's get some Instagram started. So
we
that
need
you
to
and
make a bigger footprint.
We need to
for
do a
this
collab.
relationship. Unless I guess in my mind, he's saying he feels like he's dating way above his league. It's kind of what I'm getting.
He wants to show her off.
Yes.
And she did go out with Drake before he became Drake.
Well, maybe she's like a local Toronto pseudo celebrity because she used to date a celebrity.
Right.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
And so he's
does
like,
ring in these words a little bit.
Right? I mean, I'm kind of why else would he care about like, I want to be able to like post, like you could post about her on your own Instagram without her having an Instagram.
You know, you're right. The answers are sometimes in the email and you sniff this out. She is probably so hot that he's like, I need people to know.
Yes. What's the point of having this if no one knows how well I've done?
If a hot chick sucks your dick and nobody hears it, did it actually happen? Yeah.
Yes.
That's
this is a pretty big red flag from him, I think.
Yeah, he's got to be careful. He's almost too excited about her.
Yeah.
If you dated a guy that was like is there such a thing as
That's why I said it's kind of an ick that people are going to say that.
Right, it's an ick to say that, but like let's just say generally.
Yeah.
You have a guy that you can tell is like, is there like a level of excitement that you don't want out of a?
Of course, yes. I mean, I think maybe more than most people, I'm like relaxed.
Right.
Like
you're not like a showy person.
I don't want someone who's like writing me poems every day.
But if you met someone, did you ever meet someone that was like so impressed with betches that you're like, there's ulterior motives here?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, for sure.
Like you meet, because I would feel like you would sniff that out.
Yeah, you can tell
in the way that this is a smelly thing.
Mm-hmm.
As far as to go with the metaphor of sniffing it out, like the idea of like, hey, why don't you start an Instagram so that we can start posting together? I'd be like, what the fuck's going on?
Right.
Right.
It's like who is this for?
Right. What are your motives for this?
Yes.
Because the motives of I just want this kind thing to happen. Like nobody's kind. Everyone is self-involved and does things based on incentives. Again, to go back to the Ashley Tisdale story, why did she do it? Ashley Tisdale, in a sense, could be accused of doing that article to up her clout, her fame. I mean, she's not really in movies. She's being talked about. The last time I heard Ashley Tisdale's name was because she made a TikTok where people were surprised at how good she looked for her age. That's like literally the last thing I remember from her. And now she's known as woman who was
the
bullied.
Worst person in the friend group.
Or a hero to some. Yes. Depends on who you ask.
That's true.
So yeah, have you, when you dated, what was it that tipped you off? They were like, hey, what would it be like to write for Betches? Like, would they say stuff like that?
I think not like that, but it's just kind of, I think it was more like, like they worked tangentially in media and were like trying to set up a meeting or something like that, or something kind of like, or asking too much about it, I think.
Right.
Was more into it.
So what goes into the post you got, the memes?
Are you going to write about me?
Yeah.
I'm sure you get that all the time.
I get, are you going to make a joke about me?
Yes.
And it's a turn off. Yes, I will at some point if it goes well.
More likely because you're the kind of person who asked. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think this. I'm surprised this email wasn't written by the woman being like, I'm dating a guy who's asking me to create an Instagram account so that we can post pictures together.
Right. And it's weird. Listen, I'm happy to have a new listener who's a dude from Toronto. Like, I don't want to turn him off to this show because we're kind of like being like, you know,
you're being weird.
You're being a little weird about it. It feels like you have an ulterior motive. Like, it feels like your interest in why they don't have social media is more personally motivated than
right
for this. Like,
I just don't understand like what the pure reason could be for wanting to post pictures together. Because he can always post pictures of her.
There was a pure reason before the question of should I get her to start an account so we can post together. Pre that, I do understand you meet someone, no social media whatsoever. Questions come up. Now,
No LinkedIn is. I mean, I don't have LinkedIn, but
to have no internet footprint in this day and age
is odd. Yeah.
odd. And then to know that their history of dating a famous Canadian actor that didn't go well, okay. Again, more questions. Questions are prejudgments. Questions are how I get to my judgments.
Right.
So we all have a past. We all have a footprint. We all have no footprint. We have something. So the idea that, is it weird to notice this? Not at all. Like, is it weird to go, like, if I was dating this woman and she had nothing, I would go, you got to tell me about the social media thing.
Right. Why don't you have LinkedIn?
Right. I mean, I got fixed up with a girl once and she had 0 posts
Yeah.
on Instagram.
I think that's fine.
Account with 0 posts. And I was
She uses it to look at others.
right, but noted. She didn't, I don't believe she always didn't have 0 posts.
Right.
Noted. If I brought it up at some point, I would have to get close to her. I would have to earn being able to bring that up. It would have to get close enough that I'd be like, what's the story?
Right.
I think that's totally normal, but it's only normal as things goes on once you earn that kind of that ability. Why should anyone be vulnerable with you in that way?
Right. No, I agree. I also think the other weird thing that stood out to me is, why does he want her to get an Instagram so that they can start posting together? They're not even in a relationship.
Right.
He said they've just been seeing each other.
Right. Listen, I'm with you on that. That's where
Right?
this email took a turn.
Wouldn't that be weird for you, especially if you weren't in an official relationship, that someone was like,
right,
we need to start posting together? It's like, we're seeing each other. You know, right?
We're figuring this out. Well, that would be me hearing from them, I want to be in a relationship with you.
Right.
And that's how I would take it. It wouldn't be, hey, I want to start this joint Instagram account. It'd be, hey,
Business
I'm
venture.
really into you.
Yeah.
And I want to post stuff together.
Yeah. I would relax if I were him. It seems
to me, it's two different questions though. Don't you think the beginning,
I agree. Yeah. If this was written without the end part, I would think of him differently. Or the question
Do you think
differently.
there's a difference between man with no social media and woman with no social media?
I think both sort of. I think actually this is better for men. I think when men don't have social media, it feels like they're doing other things that are more important and just don't think about it. I think for women, when they don't have social media, it can sometimes feel like it makes them feel really bad, or they had a bad experience with it, maybe more than. I think men are given more of the benefit of the doubt of just they don't have time for that.
You are saying something that I completely agree with. Mm-hmm. And is uncomfortable to say out loud because it's our bias.
Right.
But if
not saying it's true all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
We're not trying to attack people right now. But I think when I hear woman with no social media, I go, I just think that there was a moment where she went, and deleted them all at once in this big rage.
I actually think that's fine, though.
Unfair. I'm acknowledging that is a unfair, crazy, emotional woman. I'm not being fair to women.
Right.
But I don't think, and I know men are not judged that way. Mm-hmm. That they couldn't handle social media. Right. But again, I think social media is somewhat gendered.
Yeah.
Men don't follow other men for their style.
Sometimes there are male style influencers.
Speaking generally,
sure.
But I'm saying they don't, that just doesn't. I've dated women. Why do you follow her? I just like her style. Yeah. I would never follow a man.
Right.
To for style tips and tricks.
I know someone who's not on social media, any social media, no Facebook, Instagram, whatever. And I asked her about it. And I think the real reason is somewhere not, she deleted it all in a crazy rage, but she was kind of every time I looked at it, I felt at best neutral and at worst bad.
Right.
And so I just didn't feel like it was adding anything.
But that's the most normal version of what I just said.
Right. It's not
and so on the spectrum of how people delete social media, there's that.
Right. Do you think a man would delete it for the same reason?
Yes.
I think he would.
I do, but I don't think he would get accused of it. Mm-hmm. I have the baby and his wife, both of them not on social media. It is like talking to someone who lives in Amish country. Like
Right.
I report to them what's going on, and they kind of report to me.
What do they report to you about?
Just like stories they've read, like they read
About what a real newspaper feels like?
Right.
Yeah.
what the grass smells like
Yeah.
and breathing and
Do you think they're
fresh
happy?
air.
Are they happier for it? Probably.
I think they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they both were once on social media and then they kind of backed away from it.
Yeah. I think it is the kind of thing where you're kind of like, it's addictive, but if you never get into it, it's not that added. Doesn't probably feel that additive unless you're like
Right.
have financial. I mean, you have financially means to gain from it.
Listen, my reasons for
You're
being
not
on
like
it,
your average man.
well,
Yes.
I can also understand why a woman wouldn't want to date me because of my social media. Like I'm okay with that. That's a perfectly reasonable response that is offensive to me a little bit, but also not offensive. I get it.
Do you
Like,
think if you were still selling life insurance, you would be on social media? I think you might be off.
I might be? I
You
would
might just be lurking.
I'd be a lurker.
Yeah.
Because I
don't think you would post.
I see men that I'm friends with from college, from high school, in my story watches.
Mm-hmm.
I see some men, they watch every story. I've never had that conversation with other men about social media like I do with women.
Did it make you feel bad?
Right. Well, I just had a woman, she sent me a video today. Like my brother and I send each other like Instagram stuff,
Yeah.
and it has nothing to do with shit talking. It's like more like funny. It's not comparative.
Okay.
You know, when I send stuff back and forth with women,
Yeah.
it's comparative.
For sure.
It's like, look at her being crazy about her wedding. Look at her being, it's a lot of that.
Yeah.
And with my brother, it's more like horrific joke that I find hilarious. Like I share with other comics, like the
Right.
stuff I share with comics, sports related.
Yeah. But I don't think you would be posting as much.
Oh, if
or
I
at
was
all. Yeah.
like, no.
If you
if I
were
was
a normie.
selling life insurance, I mean, I would assume that my social media would be a lot like my brother's, which is like
I
him
would
and his
imagine
wife.
that too. Yeah.
You know, and him.
But not like every day.
No. His is like after a trip, and it's like
Yeah.
what she told him to post.
That's like what Mike does.
yeah, which is
Right.
normal, and that's kind of like weirdly for a lot of women, that's the dream.
Right. Well, yeah, you want the only thing they post to just be pictures of just like your dad with the background, phone background.
Right. All right, let's do another email.
Let's do it.
UUP@betches.com, UUP@betches.com. Keep sending your petty or prudence. We want your icky or pickies.
Send it all.
Screenshots. We love, come on. All the Tisdales out there. Send us your most
What are you waiting for?
screenshotty screenshots. J&J. This is a petty or prudent. So you date someone, you end it. Is it petty the way you ended it? Or were you prudent? You needed to do it. Okay. J&J got a story for you that I needed a petty or prudent ruling on. I was in a 3-year university relationship that was very codependent and a bit toxic. When we lived together, my boyfriend was extremely messy and likely due to cultural expectations, expected me to handle most of the housework. In college?
Yeah, that's weird.
Clean up that Kraft mac and cheese. Like, what? Like,
Who's cleaning anything in college?
right. When I moved in, she moved in. His toilet had
Maybe this
mold.
is after college? Oh, no, this is during college.
During
yeah.
college. When I moved in, his toilet had mold, red flag. He let dishes pile up so high you couldn't even turn on the faucet. Did she move in with me?
Yeah, I think this. Did you move in with anyone in college? This was exactly what my college apartment was
Right.
like.
And
Yes.
also, like, there is a type. Did you have this at Cornell? Like, there's that person that tries to grow up too soon.
Oh, yeah, that's like cleaning up.
They're like, like the couple that moves in together in college.
Or they go abroad together.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, they're like playing house a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is kind of a type. About a year in, we got a puppy.
In
like getting
college?
the puppy. I had a friend who got a puppy.
In college?
Yeah. There's the college friend who gets a dog. It
No.
should be considered abuse.
Yeah, that shouldn't be legal.
No. It was my idea. Take her away, parental whatever. But I made him promise the dog would be his responsibility after graduation since I didn't want that long term.
Why get a dog if you don't want to?
I mean-
if you don't want it after graduation. They live longer than that.
I like that she says his toilet has mold, red flag. She doesn't do a parentheses for this. Like I would be like,
Right.
parentheses, I know I was an idiot, I was in college.
I got a dog that I said when I prefaced that I wanted the dog, I said I didn't want it after graduation.
It should be parentheses. I know it's crazy. No parentheses on her. Okay. I did most of the work finding the dog, handled vet visits and grooming, took the dog with me to Arizona during school breaks. When I asked him to handle one break while I was traveling, he never figured out the travel paperwork, so we had to hire a dog sitter. He did pay the initial $600 fee and handled late night potty training. Okay. This is ringing very rich kid who went to college.
Yeah, he didn't pay for, neither of you paid for any of this shit. Your parents paid for
Right.
it.
So I don't even understand. After graduation, we traveled for the summer, and I asked,
Yeah.
and I asked my mom to watch the dog. We had studied in Canada, and afterwards he was moving to the UK while we planned long distance. I suspected we would break up, so I wanted the dog with my mom when that happened. We did break up in February, and my mom still had the dog. My ex says he'd understand me keeping the dog, but argues it shouldn't be with my mom. I believe if he took the dog, it would have ended up with his family in Morocco, since the UK has strict pet import rules. This is a worldwide Carmen Sandiego adventure.
Very intense, yeah.
I kept the dog with my mom because I was traveling a lot for work, and in Arizona, the dog had a big yard, a house. Okay, yeah, I'm sure the dog was happy. A second home, a pool.
Caviar?
Yeah, caviar, all the caviar I could eat. Another dog to play with and constant attention. I can also see him whenever I visit home. After the breakup, my ex asked me to bring the dog back so he could take him, and I said no. He accused me of stealing his dog. I see it as a custody agreement. I renegotiated. 8 years later, it still sits with me. Curious for a J&J ruling. Was that petty or prudent? I felt I did most of the work, was the more responsible dog parent, and that the dog had a much better life in Arizona than either of us working long hours in small apartments. I also can't ignore that keeping the dog felt like payment for how bad the relationship was. Dogs attached for reference, and here's the dog. The dog is pretty cute, I guess. What
It's
do
fine.
you? Yeah, what do you?
The dog's fine.
Yeah, it's no Ronald
Yeah, it's no Ronnie. If you are, she's the crazy one here. This is very petty.
to keep the dog.
No, if she kept the dog, that would be prudent.
Okay,
To say, I don't want the dog to live with me, but you can't have the dog either. The dog's going to live with my mom. That's fucked up.
That's
Because
interesting.
it's like you shared the dog, and now you're saying like, even though I don't want the dog, you can't have the dog either.
right. Because I kind of read it as he was being petty because you break up and then he's like, and I want my dog. You're
his dog.
stealing my, you're
If she's not-
kidnapping. And I'll
I
be
mean,
like, what the fuck are you talking
I
about?
think she is though. If she's not going to like, if you had a kid
Yeah.
and you got divorced, and your wife was like, I don't really want the kid, but like you can't have the kid either. Like my mom's going to take the kid. You'd be like, no, if you don't want the kid,
Right.
I'm definitely taking the kid.
And you have to take him at
We're
his
not
word
giving
that
the kid to your mom.
Right. You got to take him at his word that he's like, I want it. I'll take care
He
of
says,
it.
I mean,
Yeah.
why else would he say, bring me the dog? She
Right.
said no.
Yeah, I guess you've changed my mind. I kind of thought of him being petty because I'm like, it felt like something he would bring up at the end just to like mess with her.
Well, it sounds like he's bringing it up as they were like figuring out what to do with the dog. And if I were him, because he said, if you kept the dog, I would be fine with you keeping the dog if you really
Right.
want the dog. But if you don't even want the dog, like you're going to give it to your mom, I would like the dog.
Yeah, that's fair. I think this is all crazy. Like I actually like
I mean, what is the
this
solution here?
is like, I don't know. This is like someone being like I ran in the middle of the street naked and now he wants to give me the clothes back. Like I the story itself is too crazy for me to rule on who's petty or prudent.
I think I feel like it's not
Getting a dog in college and then
that
being
part's
like,
weird, yeah.
it was owed to me because of our toxic relationship. Like what? Because he didn't clean the dishes.
Well, that's why it's
And he was a
petty, too.
college kid. You know,
Right.
like what's your reasoning for how toxic? Like at some point, let go
right.
of how this relationship went.
I mean, that's how she answers her own question. She says, it felt like payment for how bad the relationship was. That means
Right.
payment means pay back.
right. That's
means petty.
That's petty.
Yes.
Yeah. You're petty.
Yeah. But wouldn't you be annoyed if something that you're breaking up with someone
Mm-hmm.
and let's say you have an expensive couch,
Okay.
right? That you bought together.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, I'm giving the couch to my mom.
Right.
You'd be like, no, if you want the couch, like that's one thing, but why would we give the couch to your mom?
Right. And here's the money for the couch. Like at that
Right.
point, the prudent thing is the couch costs this much, so I would like this much money to give you the couch.
Right.
Here's half that would be this, so please give me a third of that because with usage, where it's a used
Whatever,
couch,
yeah.
whatever.
Right.
That's a prudent way to go about, let's separate our things. You're right.
Yeah. I don't think it's nice to give the dog to someone else and say like you want it just in principle.
Right. Well, this is the equivalent of I'm leaving. It's my bat, my ball. I'm going home. None of us. Nobody gets the dog. Right. That's basically what she's saying.
Well, yeah, she's been saying I don't even want the dog, but I'm gonna keep it from you.
Right. If I can't
to
have
punish
it,
you,
nobody. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I don't think is in the best interest of the dog.
No. Well, the dog's with another dog and has the backyard and has
but it's not her right to say
Right.
where the dog is going to be happiest unless she's going to take the dog.
And 8 years later, here's the dog that I kidnapped. She sends the picture as if it's nothing. All right, let's do another email.
Okay. Hello, longtime listener, and I've seen Jared live many times. Jared, you're already funny, but it's a totally new level live.
Oh
And
my
here's
God.
my plug to tell everyone to definitely go if you visit their city.
Thank you.
That is not why we selected the email.
Well, we could delete these things, but we don't. We keep them in.
We do.
By my request.
Yes. On to my question. I'm a 34-year-old female in a metropolitan city, and I've been on and off the app since I was 24. Generally off once I met someone to date longer term, been in 2 1+ year relationships, or when I needed a break. I've been on a countless amount of first dates. That being said, I met the man I will marry, and he is so lovely. My friends absolutely adore him, and one of them, who is a few years older than me and is single, is constantly saying things like, "Where do I find a guy like this? How is he so sweet?" She wants to find someone like him, or just other general, very complimentary things about my boyfriend. To clarify, he's not her type aesthetically, so I don't think this is really coming from a place of envy.
Well, she's envious of a man who treats you nice.
Yes.
Yeah, that's nice. I get it.
Yeah, she doesn't have to be like wanting to have sex with him,
Right.
too.
She wants
Yes.
someone who will respect her and
Similar
have fun with her in the way that you're having fun with him. Yeah.
I keep telling her my success rate of dates to someone to marry is probably under 1%, LOL. I keep telling her it's a numbers game and she has to put herself out there. I've been through it all, been ghosted, height fished. You know it. I've probably experienced it. She's in her early 40s and has been on a total of 2 dates in the past 2 years. She says she tries apps all the time, stays on for a day, gets annoyed and deletes them. Honestly, I have been there and done that as well, but when your average is 1 date per year, I almost feel like you don't get to complain about not being able to find someone. To clarify, my friend is beautiful, lovely, and all of the positive things, and I have seen her in person meeting new people, and she absolutely can hold a conversation, so I don't think she would have trouble to get dates, and I keep telling her she has to sift through and stay on them for a while, and she can't just quit, and the perfect man will not fall into her lap. Also, I think women expect every man to sweep them off their feet. It's totally fine to go on a date, have a mediocre time, and part ways. As someone who has been on apps and tried this for many years, how do I tell my friend to shut the fuck up if she's not going to actually try to date? Sincerely, I am now the ones my friends look to for guidance. I like this question.
I like this question. My first suggestion is send them the You Up podcast. We
Yes.
would love to have these people as listeners.
Have her write in.
Yeah, have her write in.
Yeah.
But
I think this
what
is
do you think?
it's interesting because I hear from you the annoyingness of like the married person or the person in a relationship giving advice to the single person.
Yeah, they're all horrific.
Granted, it sounds like she's asking for
Yeah,
advice.
it
right?
does, yeah.
Yes. But I can also relate as that person that you're complaining about to the sense of like, I feel like I'm giving you like some tangible advice.
Right.
You not really doing it.
Right.
And like, I don't really want to hear you keep complaining about this thing when it doesn't really seem like you're taking anything I'm saying
Right.
seriously, and or like, again, like you don't have to do it, you don't have to follow it, but like I don't really want to hear you. Doesn't feel like you have quote unquote a right to complain when you're not doing anything. And I don't know that that's the right mindset either, but I can relate to that feeling of like, I don't know what else you want me to say.
Here's my question to you.
Mm-hmm.
Is it better when it's specific? Like if someone came to you
Right.
and was like, I went on this date, this is what happened. Like when we do the emails,
You love specific.
I
Yes.
love
Yes.
specific. I hate when someone's
Yes.
like, what do I do? What about the state of men today?
Mhm.
And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how to answer that.
Right. Or
Like,
then it's also not going to help you.
right. It's not
yeah.
going to help. I'm just going to go on and on with my opinion that isn't funny, isn't helpful, isn't really going to be
Sure.
actionable.
I agree. It's easier to say, what should I reply to this text? Or what do you think of this Hinge prompt?
Right. Like
Yes.
that is what this woman would love to help with, I'm sure. What you would love to help with. Like when I
course,
send
yes.
you a text that I got from someone and I say, isn't this annoying? You and I can like gnaw on the bone of the story. You would
Right.
be like, well, she's doing this or that, and this is but when it's just complaining, when it's just spewing,
Right.
That's when it's like, I don't know how to help you.
Right. And I don't really know like how the suggestion, like we keep kind of saying the same thing. And then it does feel weird when someone's like, how do I get a boyfriend? Like you have a boyfriend. And you're like, well, like, I don't know, let's back up. Like, or like, or zoom in.
Well, have you gone out with anyone? Like the first question, no, I hate the apps. Then you go, okay, then what are you doing to like make that happen? Are you hoping someone just comes up to you? Like the more you ask, the more condescending you kind of sound to this person.
That's what I'm saying.
Right,
and then you sound like that annoying married person that's...
But you did ask for it. Right. I mean, like at a certain point, I used to take DMs and answer DMs with like advice questions. Mm-hmm. And then I pushed it over to Patreon where people could like pay.
You do an AMA on your Instagram.
And I do the AMA, but when I used to do like, when it was easier to like, when I had the time, not to say I don't, I have the time for bullshit.
Before I became very successful.
Before the success you see on YouTube right now, I would get in this situation where the person would ask again and again, and I would just say, I've given my opinion. Like it was a really good way of just being like, I've given my opinion. Like
I don't know. I don't have anything else to add.
That's like a different way of like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
But I think like one of the big parts of the book, which you can pre-order now, is this person's biggest problem is like, they're not having fun with their friends. Like they've turned their friend into this like exhausted person that honestly, if they were asked about a single friend, people would read that.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying to
also,
this person,
someone
like,
who only goes on 2 dates a year, you're imagining is not the easiest person to set up with.
Right. And who wants to set up someone who goes on 2 dates in a year? Like that's not a fun, dynamic person who's excited about life that I want to make sure someone could spend the rest of their life with. Like,
right. Well, you have to think about it the same way you would refer anyone to anyone else.
Right.
Like if I was like, do you know someone a good house cleaner? And you were like, there's this person who I think works twice a year.
Right.
I think it'd be like, I might want someone who like is a little more in the game.
People want to be with coveted people, like, yeah, right. So like, I think like, of things to say to this person is like, hey, we're not having fun right now. Like, you got to have fun. Like, I think like maybe to go back to them instead of shut the fuck up, it's like, hey, I've given my opinion. Also, all we do is talk about this.
Right.
I'm not looking to be, I want to go out with you. I want to hear about your life. I want to hear about what you're excited about. This is kind of like dampering our relationship. I think to have that conversation is...
Which is a hard conversation to have because it makes you sound like even more of a...
Like a hater.
Like a relationship asshole.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's like, I think having this person hang out with you and your great boyfriend, if they're in the corner being like, oh my God, he's amazing. He's amazing. I'd be like, oh, we got to hang out with that fucking weirdo again. Like,
right.
She should be like showing off to you guys how
what
great
she's
she
doing.
is. Yeah. Like, I don't know. Like, I guess that's an answer to the person. Send them this episode. You can hear this, from us.
Yeah. Say you know a really great podcast that helped you find your boyfriend.
Right. And they answered my email about you. So maybe that makes it easier to tell her. I don't know. I just think that like it's this is hard because I understand where she's coming from. She's like, I don't know what to say.
Right. Well, as she signs it sincerely, I'm now the ones my friends look to for guidance, and I can see how she's like, I don't fucking know anything. I just kind of like met this person.
Well, and also she's saying, I've been through this whole thing. Like,
right.
The other thing is like, for me, I relate to this person because it's like, I have an opinion on everything,
right?
Dating wise. You do too.
Yeah.
We've seen it. We did it. It's been done. The opinion's the opinion. Like it's over after that. Like, I don't know what to tell you otherwise. Like when people disagree with it, I go, okay. I guess that's how you're going to play it.
Right.
Like, I'm just telling you how I feel. So like,
well, it's like you could say your opinion and then they're like, oh, well, I did the apps and it didn't work and blah, blah, blah. And then it's kind of like, okay, well, like, I don't like, sometimes you just need to do that more.
Right.
Or it's luck, or it's like, partially this or partially that.
Right. If I were her,
again, that's all kind of vague, so it's not going to be that.
Well,
it's not going to be something they haven't heard before.
Maybe she makes it math. Hey, we're done talking about dating unless you go on 10 dates this month.
Love it.
Make it math. Make it an achievable goal. If
and
you
then
want
we
to
can
talk
go
about
over them.
We'll go over them. Right. Yeah. Here's your homework.
Right.
You go on 10 dates. Then we'll talk about it. We'll put every name on the list. We'll discuss them. We'll make fun of them. We'll have a girls' night. We'll put their pictures up on a screen. How much fun would that be? Like, let's make it fun. Like, I live
you're
in the
making
land of
them-
positivity and actionable, and actions.
And you're making them do work before you help them.
Right.
Which, well, if they're not willing to do the work, you don't have to help them.
Right.
So say this with my sisters when they wanted help writing an essay. They'd be like, can you help me write my social studies? I'd be like, you write it. I'll take a look.
Right.
I'll edit.
This is the move. Hey, how about we do this? This should be our new winter dating challenge.
Yes.
I'm sure that kooky old lady from The Nanny will do this next week.
Next month.
Next month, we'll be seeing that here's our new winter dating challenge. Go on 10 dates and then have a party with all your friends where you put all their pictures and specifics up on a big screen and discuss the 10 dates and see who you zone in on.
You can be your own bachelorette.
There it is. The 10 date challenge.
Love it.
So
New Year, 10 dates.
there we go. Let's play some games.
Let's do it.
UUP@Betches.com. We are playing Red Flag Deal Breaker. We love Red Flag Deal Breaker. It is a great game that is sweeping the country. Everyone's talking about it.
Indeed.
You go on a date, something happens. Is it a red flag? You notice it, you keep going, or is it a deal breaker? It's over, sight unseen. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Red flag or deal breaker? You guys are on your first date and he eats his French fries with a fork.
I thought about this one.
Yeah, me too.
Cheese fries, that's okay.
Yep.
Cheese fries are messy. I don't need you don't need your hands in the cheese.
I get it.
Regular fries, kind of a deal breaker. I'd have to call it out and discuss it.
It would be discussed.
Yes.
You have to discuss it. Okay, ketchup. They drizzle it. Fries come out and they go, here we go, ketchup, and they drizzle it on.
And then they use the fork?
And then they use the fork.
Have they asked me if I'm okay with ketchup on all of the fries?
Fries come out hot and ready and they just do it.
That's more of the deal breaker.
Right.
You can't just coat. You have to ask.
You have to ask. Are you a ketchup coater or are you a ketchup in the corner with a dip?
I'm kind of indifferent. I would do either way. Yes, I would do either. I prefer mayo in ketchup personally.
Look at you, European, very elegant. Yeah.
Well, I didn't say
Some
aioli.
people call it
I said,
aioli.
I said no. I mean, aioli is obviously preferred, but I will do it with like some weird mayo.
Aioli is what skinny people call mayonnaise.
And I prefer mayo, but I also like ketchup.
Yeah.
But I think it's more just like the rudeness of just doing it without asking
it is
the
rude.
table.
I'm a ketchup in the corner guy. If someone just started spraying ketchup on the fries, I would be like, okay, I guess this is how you live your life.
What about the lemon on like the oysters?
I always ask.
You gotta ask.
You gotta ask when you're spreading anything on it.
Yes,
everything.
for the group.
I do, right. Hey, we good? But I'm in the process of spreading the lemon on the like oysters or whatever, the lemon. If a lemon comes with it, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Because that's chef suggested at that point.
I'm into it, yeah.
Yeah, but I do it's in my hand. We all good?
Gentlemanly, yes.
Right.
Is anyone opposed?
Anyone not?
Yes.
And then I look for the people. I want to be around the people that when I go with the lemon, everyone good? The people I kind of move towards are the ones that go, of course.
Yes.
You got to.
Just do it.
Yeah. Like they're pushing me to put lemon on it.
Right. Well, what about the ketchup?
The ketchup, if you spread it on it before I could even get to it, no ask.
That's rude.
It's rude.
Yes.
But if you're using a fork after it's been spread on it and everyone's agreed to it,
could make sense.
I'm okay with it.
Yes.
I think fork with fries, actually not that crazy a thing.
Plain fries, a little weird. Just like
it's a little
off.
strange. If it's a steak fry, I get it a little bit more than a shoestring fry.
Sure. Yeah, that's harder to even get in.
What's your favorite fry?
I mean, it really depends on how they're cooked. I like a waffle fry.
That's a meal. I love a waffle fry.
Waffle fries.
If a waffle fry is good, it's great.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like they're not all like a well done shoestring fry is better than a shitty waffle fry.
Like it depends.
I agree. It's totally really how it's
right.
Cooked.
A tater tot, can
is that
go
in the
either
fry
way.
Land?
That's a fry.
That's a fry.
If tater tot's not a fry, I've been living my life totally wrong. I don't know what I'm even talking about.
You think it's a fry? No, I don't think it's a fry. Yeah.
A tater tot's not a fry?
It's a fry.
It's a fry.
It's so
This is not like hot dog.
We're
is
a house
sandwich.
divided.
This is crazy. I can't even believe this is
Me
a
and
discussion.
Joe think it's not a fry.
Then what is it?
I mean, it wouldn't be
a potato? Is it?
Who would ever call it a fry? If someone said, "Do you want fries?" and they brought me out tater tots, I'd be like, I mean, I would still eat them. I like tater tots, but I'd be like, these are not fries.
They're fries, but you're pushing that explanation did help your case,
right?
I'm paused now. If someone's looking for great fries in the city,
McDonald's.
You can go to McDonald's.
You're special.
Suburban Jordana has just arrived here. You know who has great late night food? I would actually say it's the best I've ever had.
Ever had. And
Ever
you've eaten
had.
a lot of late night food.
I am a big late night fatty. It is, what's the name of it? Damn it. It's next to Spring Lounge. This is how I find places. I go to the place, I get hammered. Mother's Ruin.
That sounds familiar. That's
Mother's
like a place.
Ruin.
Yeah.
It is a place that's been around.
What time does it close?
They're open late, and I think they have the best late night bar food menu that exists
Plug City.
in the city, Plug City. And what made me think of it is the waffle fry. And they have a martini that actually is red. They put
Is that desirable?
They put a certain type of olive juice in it that makes it look red.
Like a red vermouth?
It's not a vermouth. It's like it's a certain type of olive.
Okay.
I'm a huge Mother's Ruin fan. I think that's a great, just like late, maybe not anymore. I haven't been in a while, but
As of the last time you had it.
as of the last time I had it, I would say that's
All
the
right.
best late night food in the city.
So regular French fries, red flag, cheese fries, ketchup.
Red flag, cheese fries, ketchup,
Cool.
totally fine.
Yeah.
Let's do another.
All right. J&J, male listener with a red flag or deal breaker for you. Look, we got 2 men.
Love
this
it.
week.
A lot of men right here. I think they're finding us on YouTube.
Yeah, men.
I really do. It's
you
a
got
very
you
male
men
space.
love YouTube.
They love,
Yes.
incels love YouTube.
I went on a first date with a nice girl I met on the apps. We had a great conversation over text, so we did dinner for the first date. I suggested we split a bottle of wine, and she was all for it. She picked out a bottle of white. Throughout the whole dinner, she only drank half of the glass she poured for herself. I was left with either finishing the whole bottle of wine on my own on a first date and looking like I have a drinking problem, or wasting $47 on it, but who's counting, on an undrank Chardonnay. I ended a Chardonnay on a date is weird.
Brutal.
Yeah. I ended up
What are you
leaving
doing?
half behind, sadly. So red flag or deal breaker, is it rude to agree to split a bottle of wine and not have much of it? Thanks, a dude with a dilemma.
I'm getting savvy B if I'm gonna get.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm getting a
Sancerre
bottle,
if it's a nice date.
Yeah, if you're gonna do
Yeah,
it
if you're
right.
throwing it up.
Even a Pinot Grigio, at least it's cheap.
Yeah. Chardonnay.
Chardonnay
is
with a
what-
meal.
My mother-in-law likes a Chardonnay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
like a very
And
mother-in-law drink.
Totally
Yes.
mother-in-law coded, and it
Yes.
you kind of smell like it afterwards.
Sweet,
not,
right?
Not a Chardonnay guy.
Me neither.
What do you think?
This guy might be more of the deal breaker, I think.
I'm with you. He's
Here's the-
wrong.
he also asked if she wanted to split the bottle. It's not like she didn't have any. She was like, "Yeah, I'll have some wine." If he was like, "Do you want to get a glass of wine?" and then she was like, "Do you want to get a bottle?"
Right.
and then she didn't drink any of it, that would be like a little more annoying, I could see. But he suggested the bottle split.
Right. But I guess what he's looking for, and where I'll empathize with him, is her to go, I'm not going to have more than a glass, just to warn you.
Maybe she didn't like it.
Right. It is Chardonnay.
Right.
That's a big part of it.
Yeah.
Weirdly. Like,
I mean, it's
that is-
possible.
right. We both zoned in on Chardonnay.
Yeah.
So maybe she didn't like the wine. But I would, again, like that's a possibility. That's why it's not a deal breaker.
Yeah.
Because there's a reason to not finish it. I don't like it. I thought I was going to drink more, and it's not really agreeing with me. We're eating. So there's like reasons, but I do understand hey, I'm just going to have one glass. So just so you know, like.
Yeah, that
But
would be
who's
nice
to
to,
know?
say,
That would
but
be
also
nice.
like she doesn't necessarily know how much. Maybe the date wasn't going well, and then she
Right.
also wasn't like, I don't need to like keep drinking. I don't know, like not that into this date.
Right. I don't think anyone looks at someone who's like drinking again, like unless you got I think if you're having most of the bottle of wine, I don't think you're seen as like this alcoholic.
I agree.
Like, I think he's being
If he ordered
self-conscious.
another one when she was like, I don't want any.
Right.
And then
We'll
maybe
do a second bottle?
Yeah. I think he's reading a little. Here's
Yeah.
how it would be a deal breaker. If he was like ordering a glass of wine and she was like, "Do you want to get a bottle?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure." And she's like, "I'll pick.
Right.
I like love wine. I'll pick." So she picks a very expensive bottle
Of Chardonnay.
She does the tasting and then
Mhm.
she only has half a glass. That would be a big turnoff.
I'm with you. I think this is like totally fair game.
Yeah.
$47, you escape.
That's like what a regular
Yeah.
bottle is these days.
Honestly,
right?
that's like two martinis.
Yeah. And I assume he picked the bottle.
Yeah.
So,
No, she's cool. I think you're towing the deal breaker line
yeah.
on this one.
Let it go. Let it go.
Let it go. Okay. one
Don't
more.
Venmo her.
No, don't send the request.
Yeah.
J&J, longtime listener, subscriber here. I love the pod and tell my friends about it. I've been seeing this guy for a little over a month and it's been going great. We align on marriage, kids, finances, core values, are very attracted to each other and have met each other's friends. I know it's early, but it feels promising. For his birthday, I asked his roommate about his favorite dessert and ended up making a discontinued cake from scratch. Ooh. I also got him 2 shirts since he's mentioned struggling to find clothes. This is just how I show care. He was blown away and said it was the nicest thing anyone has done for him, but then told me he isn't looking for anything super serious right now.
That being said,
this is the nicest thing anyone has ever done.
But
just so you know, I'm not looking for anything super serious. Maybe serious, but not super serious. What a time to bring it up. Gave the usual work, finance, focus explanation. He's 28 and I'm 23. I'm looking for something serious, not necessarily with him, but this is... I'm sorry to loudly sigh.
Yeah.
But own it, girl. I've gotten this speech.
You just said it was going great.
With him.
Yes.
And I could see potential with him. It's promising
it's
with
okay.
him.
Yes.
I'm not looking for anything super serious with him, but I'd like to be in it. Stop it. You know how many times I've gotten this speech?
It's okay. Yeah, you're into him.
You're into him.
Just own it. It's not a big deal.
But it's not a big deal. You're not wrong for being into him also.
Yeah.
I'm looking for something serious, but not necessarily with him, but I want to be building towards something. I've gotten that speech so many times that it is like I need to give feedback to all the women that look a guy in the eye after liking him.
And say what?
And then say, I'm looking for something serious, but not necessarily with this, but with something I want to build towards something. It's like,
do they say not necessarily with this, or do they say not necessarily, like it doesn't have to go so fast?
They go, all those things. This doesn't have to go so fast. I'd like to be in something serious. I don't know. I'm still deciding myself. You have decided. It's bullshit.
You're not fooling anyone.
You're not fooling anyone. You're not fooling me. You're not fooling him. You're not fooling your parents. You're not fooling his friends. You're not fooling your friends.
Is it almost more of a turn on if they're like, and I thought it was, that we were headed that way?
It's more of a turn on, and it's all turn on. Turn on is not the word.
Not turn off.
It's more respectable.
Yes.
You know, like it's.
I felt something with you.
I felt something with you. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I felt something with you. I'm moving that way. Are you in or are you out? Get in the car and buckle up. You're not? What the fuck? Let's have it out. She's almost like opting for pain for a longer period of time than right now, which is what we all do.
She's opting for pain for a longer period of time with the idea that if she gives it that time, maybe it'll turn around.
Right. And here's what happens. She
doesn't want to call it too early if it has potential.
And it actually works against you because whenever I'm told, like, I'd like something sometime and maybe this time, it gets so vague that I'm only assuming that they want this next, like.
They don't want it to be over.
They don't want it to be over, but I'm saying it gets so vague for me that I only think of marriage and kids and those steps. I never think of like, hey, I just want like this agreement that we're not, seeing anyone else, and I want to know where you're going and what you're doing on a nightly basis because you're someone I care about. And I want you. I would prefer that. Like the actionables, I think a lot of men want that. Like that video.
You prefer
game.
that than I want to know that one day in the future we could maybe be in a relationship down the line, possibly.
Right. Going somewhere is scary to me. Like I'd like to be going somewhere. Scary to me. I'd like to be going there tomorrow. Actually less scary.
Good tangible advice.
Yeah. So, and I've had this so many times. Like that's why I roll my eyes at this speech because it's like I get anxious. I'm like, oh, now I got to end it.
I get why really They do it because it feels like you're protecting your ego, but it's like the jig's up. Everyone already knows you're not fooling anyone.
I have never been fooled by that. He works 6 days a week with early mornings, but still makes time for me. We've also talked about me wanting to be a stay-at-home mom, which he wants for his future wife too. What year are they writing in from?
What is going on?
Was this a red flag or a deal breaker? Do I end it or have another conversation with him? And if so, what should I say? I don't feel a lack of interest, or I wouldn't be asking, patiently waiting your answer. And listen, I have been him. He's going on dates. He's taking you out.
Dating other people besides you.
I think you have to say what you want today, not 10 years from now. Yeah, I'd like to be a stay-at-home mom one day. He's going to end it sooner than later.
Right. She's like, he's interested in that too.
Right, yeah.
Right. That doesn't matter.
That's bullshit and will only end with a breakup. I'm not saying she should end it. It is a deal breaker of a certain kind. If you say, hey, this is what I'm looking for this next few months, and he can't do that,
Right.
then it's a deal breaker.
Well, in a way, it's nice that he said that. He told her that.
He'd let her know exactly where he is.
Right. Because what she did, I mean, she got him 2 very nice, very thoughtful dates.
Mm-hmm.
And he used that opportunity because he took that up. He saw that for what it was, which is, this is someone who's looking for something very serious with me, not necessarily with him, with me, because they did this really. And he said that was really, really nice. More nice than I would be at this level of where I'm at in a relationship.
Yeah.
It's basically how to read what he said.
Right. That is the conversation that happened that she's not really like.
Yes. So she has to acknowledge, I'm way further ahead than this person.
Mm-hmm.
What do I actually want from this person? I should ask for it because it's not, he's kind of giving me hints that he's not necessarily looking to do that.
Right. And what she did is instead of doing that, she went into vagaries of like, we both kind of want kids and I don't know if he's the one, but I do want the one.
Right. That's
and
not
she's
helpful.
23. So I understand why she's like embarrassed of that. Like people her age are generally not ready for that. Maybe she is. That's okay.
Yeah.
But she has to like be more tangible.
Right. Would you say this to someone who 1 month in?
Absolutely.
That you weren't like, if you're dating other people, would you?
Yeah, I would
say,
go, listen, this is really nice, but I just want to let you know, like, I'm not really where this is.
Right.
I've done that. Gifts are beware of birthdays, vacations, global pandemics, and reactions to gifts.
I've been dumped after a gift.
Yeah.
It's great.
Gift will end a relationship. We solved dating again.
Love it.
Thanks for listening to today's episode. Be sure to listen and share. We are pre-recording episodes ahead of Jordana's maternity leave, but she'll still be here for benefits episodes.
Yes.
So you'll can
still
stay
hear
up,
from me.
Yeah, we want to make sure we stay up to date with the babies, and I can't wait. I can't wait excited. Either. I'm so excited.
Yes.
My mom. All she asks about,
really?
Jordana, where's the babies? I want to see the pictures.
Tell her tell her we'll come visit.
Yeah,
bring
come visit.
the whole family.
She'll have you.
We'll be in the pool house.
Take your shoes off before you enter the house. Make sure you sign up for the benefits episodes. We did it. We solved dating.
Bye.
Boom.